Hello, Governor. Hey! Happy Monday with me. I know that this is exciting. I'm staying on top of things. But I was having like a little bit of a creative block today. But welcome to Talking About the Taboo with Natalie Malloy. I feel like these earrings are making a sound where I'm just not. So we're going to be completely real with you. I'm going to take these off. So hold on a second. They're cute though. They sure are cute. See? These are my mom's. She sells paparazzi. Links are in my TikTok. All right, back to it. Wait. Okay. Okay, so if you haven't noticed, I'm wearing my merch. Communicate. If you are a true fan, you know on my past episodes, this is something that I've talked about when it comes to oral sex. You must communicate. You must be open and honest. And so out of that, communicate became communicate. I want to show you the back. Let me stand up. Super great for those of you that are not watching and you are listening. This merch is also on my link tree. It's actually called a dot, and it is linked with. It literally says "Talking About the Taboo" merch, and this is $30, and the other one is "Show Me Your Butthole." That is also $30. This is made by my aunt. I'm super big on supporting family businesses. This is my business. My mom has her paparazzi business, and my aunt has her. It's called Beautiful Plum Creations, and my mom's jewelry company is called BB Beautiful Jewelry. So I really wanted to promote that today. The shirt is super comfortable, super stretchy. She has all different types of sizes, colors. This doesn't have to be pink. It could be white. It could literally be anything you want. So, like I said, I was having a creative block. This is difficult because when I was in school and I was learning all of these things, topics came to me like butter. It was easy. It was super, like I had the materials on me. Now that I'm like really doing my own research and like focused on that, I've become a little bit of an imposter syndrome. Laziness, imposter syndrome, if you don't know, is literally basically feeling like I'm not capable of doing the things that I literally know I'm capable of doing. That has also been a problem when I have been applying for jobs. I've been so hard on myself. And my counselor had said something to me. She was like, you get into a really weird headspace when you're stressed out. I go, yeah, you're right. She's right. She is right majority of the time, for real. But I really tried to like give myself some like some compassion and allow myself to be down for a little bit, but not for too long. So I think it was 2 days ago or the day before yesterday. I think it was yesterday and the day before yesterday. I applied to jobs. I applied to work at Planned Parenthood at a fertility clinic, to be a patient representative at Planned Parenthood. And I also just recently applied at People Inc. to be a skills instructor, which is working with people who have difficulty with their executive functioning skills. And ironically, my senior thesis was on executive functioning in children ages 30 to 60 month olds watching Sesame Street. So I know a lot about executive functioning. I kind of refresh that, read my 30-page research paper about it, but I felt like I was really capable of doing this job. And for once, I was like, wait, I know I could do this. It was also a good money an hour, which means it's going to take work. It's a big girl job, which I can do it. I'm capable of doing these things, and I want to stop being so hard on myself. But today I got this idea from my friend KK. I always want to give her a shout out. I was, like I said, I was having creative block, and she told me, why don't you talk about, how in your healing phase, how you've gotten so many friends. And I'm like, this is why I love you, because she gets it, because she listens to the words that I say. And I did just talk about this. And I told her, it's something really freeing about the ability to have and make friends. I'm super outgoing. My social battery is really low sometimes, but I know I'm outgoing. And people have told me that it's insane that they see me at a grocery store and I could just spark up a conversation with no anxiety. And I said, well, you're wrong. I actually do have anxiety when I'm talking to people. But you're right about the fact that I could just spark up a conversation. In that conversation, though, it's just small talk. But I think that when someone's cashing you out, maybe they're having a bad day. And maybe if I crack one of my hilarious jokes, sometimes it's a sexual joke because you know me. Some people don't laugh at them, but whatever. Most of the time, the cashiers love it. And then maybe they think that I'm just telling them all about my life, but usually it's the other way around. The people that I start talking to, they'll tell me all about their life. And I listen, and I get a lot of my ideas for this podcast due to the strangers that I talk to. And so in that way, yeah, I'm outgoing and I talk to people, and that is how I make friends. But in my past, I didn't have any friends. Well, I thought that I didn't have any friends. And on this path of being alone and not being in a relationship, like I said, it's been over a year. Been over a year. Wow, that went by fast. I've had friends that were only meant to be there for a short period of time and teach me a lesson. I've had friends that are still here that I reconnected with. I've had friends with that we had a falling out, but we made amends and we don't hate each other or anything, but we just don't hang out. And I've had friends who give me advice that I need to hear. And I have friends that keep me on my toes and in a good way. But I manifested these friends because when I was in a relationship, I pushed them all away because I thought that, my significant other, my boyfriend, was my only source of happiness. And I felt like I couldn't make plans without him on a Saturday night because he wanted to hang out with me. I didn't want to make him feel bad. And I think it was both ways. Like, he also felt like he couldn't because he thought I would be mad. And that was a lack of communication, and that was toxic, and I didn't like that. But I really noticed on this path that when I'm alone, I open up. I've opened up this door to friends. I mean, genuine friends. Some friends turned into something a little bit more than friends, if you know what I mean. Listening to last episode, yeah, there was that guy. He's no longer something that I am into, like that past a friendship. But you live and you learn, and sometimes the universe turns people into lessons for you, and that lesson was to not be caught up in the moment too quickly and just to kind of let things flow. And that's what I did. And also the ability to have friends that are the opposite sex. Super, super important. I couldn't really have any guy friends without there being a jealousy issue. I'm not ugly. I'm aware of that. But just because of the fact that they're a male does not mean that I'm trying to get with them. But that's based on their own insecurity and the relationship's jealousy issues. And I feel like I was still a little bit stingy about him having any girlfriends. So, two can tango. But now that I'm alone, I have no one telling me that I can or cannot. I'm just accumulated a new friend. His name is Austin. I'm sure he's listening because I just told him about my podcast. Hello. We're going to go to the dog park today. And in the past, I wouldn't have been able to meet somebody new and go to the dog park with him because it would have been, why are you going? I mean, it's a guy, like, he probably wants you. What are you going to cheat on me? And it's just ridiculous. Like, I genuinely want friendships in my life. And, it's a beautiful thing to be able to do that now. And also, no mask can be worn forever. And what I mean by that is these friends that I have had, I mean, way back when I just got out of the relationship, it was March. It was like January through March. I was hanging out with this group of people who I met at a bar. Not going to say her name, but we hit it off a lot, and we started hanging out every day. We went out every weekend. But after that 3-month mark, which I firmly agree with, it's a relationship and friends, 3 months 3-month, 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 3-month. She showed me her true colors. She showed me she was selfish. She showed me she was stuck up and didn't care about anybody else but herself. And one time I was really, really down, and I had, put on my own mask, try to be happy. And one night when we got home, I felt like I was just a little down, and I was like, he's on my mind right now. I'm a little sad. She's like, you don't got to ruin our whole night with it. Like, you're just being so sad all the time. It really just ruins my day. And I go, all right. So you're the type of friend that I can't be my full self around. And then I had done a photo shoot, and she was like, you're being this and you're being that. And, I try not to be bossy, and I really try to say please, but she was like, you're being boss. But it was like the tone, it was the approach. And then she proceeded to throw my shirt at me. I told her to get out. It was my hotel room that I had booked for us to have a staycation, and you're going to talk to me like that. Okay, goodbye. But she was a lesson. She was a lesson. She got me through something. Thank you for that. She's also much younger than me. That's a lesson. But I got a really good friend out of her. And I could say his name. His name is Tommy. I love you, Tommy, if you're listening. He's the first person I talked to in the bar, and I think he was the friend that I was supposed to meet. He's a kind soul, and I'll always have him around. And that's the type of friend that, when I've met him, when you meet them, they're going to be there for quite a bit of time. But she couldn't wear that mask for that long. And she was a prime example of that. And here's the thing. I've been asking myself what type of trauma and how many times did I have to go through it to not be able to hold a grudge or hate anybody that has done the most deceiving, cynical thing to me. It could be you stole something of mine, or you did bad things to me. And I still can't hate you or hold a grudge. And this is what I have come to when I've asked myself that question. I said, it's easier to understand the place where they're coming from rather than how they could do such a deceitful thing to you. Really hearing that when I say that, it's easier to understand the place where they're coming from than it is to understand how they could do something to you like that. And I have a huge heart, and I wear it on my sleeve. And when people take advantage of that, it really sucks. It really does. Because I'm there for people, all of my friends. I'm there for them. I will drop anything for them. And why would I let somebody take that away? That's like the best part about me. Is that when someone needs help, I'm there for them. I have a bunch of friends who call me for advice. They call me for advice. And I'm tearing up a little bit, because I'm telling them this advice, and I'm like, oh my God, I need to hear this. I need to take it. I need a spoonful of medicine for reals, because it's true. They call me and they're asking about what's going on in their life and how they can handle it and whatever. And I'm like saying it, and I'm like, wait a second. Oh shit. Sometimes though, I need to know how to put that aside. If I'm going through something or I'm trying to relax and not be on my phone, I put it on Do Not Disturb. And sometimes people bypass that. And by how you bypass that is literally call them twice or text them twice. I'll still answer it because I know my friends are going through it. But I really try to put my phone down and separate that. And I think that's really important to learn, because when I do get into the career field, doing what I want to do, I'm going to be working with people who are really going through it. And I don't want to make those problems my problems. So I really, really try not to make my friends' problems my problems, but I definitely worry about them all the time. And I'm always thinking about them. And if I see something or anything like that that reminds me of them, I call them or I text them, or I say like, this will help you. I send them quotes, I send them TikTok, stuff like that. And they've consistently told me that you're awesome, that you're always there for me, that it's just amazing. It's a really good feeling. And I've also decided, stop expecting that in return. You're not going to get that in return. Sometimes you will, sometimes you won't, but you're doing this because you're a kind person, Natalie. No one's going to take that away from you. One day someone might return that energy to me. But I was set here for a reason. And that's, I really do think that's to help people and to talk them out of their insane decisions sometimes. And I have a friend named Tom, not the Tommy, but Tom, who calls me for advice all the time. And he was like, he said the other day, sometimes I call you just to ground myself, just to make sure I'm like still on my game. I was like, you're welcome. I tell him things he doesn't want to hear. He doesn't like it sometimes. I don't give a shit. And he appreciates it. I tell my friend Haley a lot of things she doesn't want to hear, but she she damn straight appreciates that shit. Sometimes it's boy problems, sometimes it's life problems, sometimes it's financial problems. But I mean, I have this podcast, a sex and relationship podcast, and majority of the time it's relationship advice. But sometimes it's the life advice that they really take and they let it soak in. And sometimes the words that come out of my mouth, I cannot believe it. Like, what did I just say? What did I say the other day? I don't remember what I said because sometimes I don't remember the things that I say, guys. This is crazy. I gotta start writing this down. But when you have people telling you, you're awesome, thank you for being there for me, I cannot believe you did this, I cannot believe you did that, I took your advice here, I took your advice there, it's a fulfilling feeling. Because I had felt that I'm just incapable of doing what I love to do, which is help people. And so that actually motivated me to keep applying for jobs, because I was about to stop. Because there's a degree, that's what I'm looking over there. I have 2 degrees, 2 bachelor's degrees. And I got that in 4 years, the same amount of time it takes to get 1. I worked my ass off to get those 2 degrees. And how dare I sit here and say those are worth nothing? Those are worth a lot. And that means money. My student loans come out soon, and I think it's fucking annoying that they give you 6 months to fucking pay for your student loans, and I don't get me started on that. Don't get me started on that. Tussle. But that motivated me. And so in this era of healing, let me get back on track here. I've gained friends. Certain friends are for different things, but that's what's keeping me alive. Literally. Because I had thought that, having a boyfriend was everything. That if I didn't have a significant other, I was less than. And I kind of still feel that way a little bit. Like, I'm getting a little lonely. I like having my person, but my person has become my friends. I text KK, I text Jesse, I text Haley, I text Tom, I text Tommy, I text Evan. By the way, I'd like to give another shout out to Evan, because this is his StreamYard account. As you see in the corner over there, that's Depot's Den. That's his podcast. He's allowed me to use this until I can get my own account. So thank you. I love you so much. His birthday is also coming up on Thursday, so wish him a happy birthday. Taking him out to dinner. He's super excited. So I have these friends that I can call, and I know there's people out there that have nobody. And so that's where I think about I'm really grateful for it. I have a mom who sat here standing in my doorway yesterday after I read her the entire cover letter that I wrote. Super proud of myself. My writing is still there. I still got it. And at the same time, my brother was like asking her all these questions when she just got home. And then she went outside, had her headphones on, started raking the leaves. Like, she is a mom. She's a hard-working fucking mom, and she works her ass off for us. Side note, I need a drink. I'm really thirsty. Do you like my cup? You see what it is? Yeah, those are penises. Those are dicks of all kinds, made by my aunt, same person who made my shirt. These can also be bought with my shirt. Soon I'll have my own tumblers as well. This is fucking awesome. They're cactuses, but they're dicks. Anyways. I love that cup. I get a lot of compliments at work. One time, I bring it to work, obviously. And I said to sit down with the server alley and where all our water bowls are. And the busser goes, "Is that green cup yours?" I go, "Yeah." He goes, "I knew it." They know. My coworkers know that I just have a fucking dirty sense of humor. And that's how it is. If you don't like it, I don't care. Go fuck yourself. Literally. With the tumbler of dicks. I'm sorry. Anyways. In the process of making friends, though, I've lost friends. But that's okay. It's a good thing, because I know in those friendships that I learned something, and I know in those friendships that I gave them all my heart and they took advantage of it. And if that's the case, that's the case. I don't give a shit. But again, as said by KK, truly, she goes, if you start acting different, I look away, I walk away, I move out the other way. Goodbye. Exactly. You want to be an asshole? I'm going to be an adios hole. You know what I'm saying? Bye. Because emotional intelligence is intimidating. And through this year, I've accumulated some emotional intelligence, and hence why I'm on here. Hence why all my friends call me, because they respect my opinion, they respect my advice, and they take it and they use it, and it works. So my emotional intelligence sometimes scares people. And a majority of the time, I think that's why I lose my friends, because I tell people things that they don't want to hear, and they don't like it, so they move out. They go away. And I'm one from integrity. I will tell you the truth no matter what, and I will be there for you no matter what. And sometimes friends, they also like plateau, but my emotional intelligence is. But a lot of the times my friends have collided, meaning they know friends that I don't talk to anymore. And for the love of God, stop talking to me about people that I no longer talk to. I don't wish them ill intention. I wish them well. But bringing them into my life is taking away the peace that I've worked so hard to get rid of. I don't care what they're going through. I don't care what new job they have. I do not care. Good for them. I let them go and push them out of my life for a reason, because I do not want negativity in my life. I do not want ill-intentioned people. And I'm telling you right now, the devil will literally get to you by your circle of people. So watch who you surround yourself with. Literally watch who you surround yourself with. And that being said, yesterday's horoscope was amazing. And I have not read today's horoscope yet, so I'm reading it on here with y'all. By the way, I'm a Capricorn, Scorpio, Gemini. Okay. Don't be afraid to walk away from what isn't working. You have the power to change your circumstances, but you need to be willing to let go of what isn't serving you. This is a time for experimentation. Try something new and see how it feels. This month, you are ready to detangle the relationship between guilt and limits when it comes to your friendships. This is a commendable move for someone who can become trapped by their own self-control. You now have the ability to reach further and grow. Define your goals and priorities. Your main challenge right now is to work hard to actually realize your ideals. You don't need to try so hard. Whether you do anything about it or not, you are constantly regenerating. The fact that I'm talking about friendships today, and that just said that, that's amazing. Wow. I'm digesting this again. This is all natural. I have not read this today yet. Detangle the relationship between guilt and limits when it comes to your friendships. That's underlined, by the way. You guys can't really see it, but wow. 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 Don't be afraid to walk away from what isn't working. You have the power to change your circumstances, but you need to be willing to let go of what isn't serving you. I am willing to let go of what isn't serving me, but it takes me a minute. Sometimes certain friends just are temporary. They're seasonal. That's okay. And I'm super there for all of my friends. And if they push me away because they think that they aren't deserving of someone as good as I am, then that's their problem, and I step away. I don't care how much of a connection we had. I don't care. I just don't care. Don't take advantage of my niceness. Don't take my kindness for weakness. Seriously. There's a lot of friends, I've had friends who I've, had a thing with and they turned into friends, just solely friends. And I don't care about that either. Don't test me. I know how to get rid of things that aren't serving me anymore. It's become a lot easier due to past things to cut people off, but it's for me. It's for me. I do all of this for me. And to get on to the topic of the podcast too, the sex part of it. My friends call me for sex advice too. And they appreciate it, whether it be for their general health. I have friends that call me because, is this discharge normal? I swear to God. I swear to God. And I still ask myself if my discharge is normal, and I kind of do my research, And I have friends who tell me about their night last night, and they say, like, what do you think about it? I have friends who say, is this normal? Like, is he supposed to kiss like this? I have friends who are like, is she attracted to me, or am I just crazy? And it's amazing. These friendships are amazing, and they fulfill me, and they're the reason why I'm still striving. I'm striding. I have drive. I am dedicated to this because I know I'm supposed to be doing what I'm doing right now, which is talking to you guys, which is giving you the advice that I need myself. So what I want you to take away today is that your emotional intelligence is stronger than you think. And that trauma teaches you to forgive people, but watch who you allow around yourself. No mask can be worn forever, so don't get caught up in the moment. Let that 3-month rule stride. And don't allow people to bring up your past, friendships, or anything like that. If it does not serve you anymore, listen to my horoscope, okay? Listen to my horoscope. I love you all. This was another quick episode, and I'm still having a little bit of a creative block, so please, if you're watching this, comment, DM me, anything like that for episode ideas. Sorry. I'm going to be bringing on somebody every week. I actually leave for a cruise in 6 days with my friend Haley. I want to cruise to Jamaica. Super exciting. I will tell you all about it. I'll have posters. Of course, I'm bringing my merch and my card in the back of my phone because I'm getting people from all over the place to follow this. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. But I need topic ideas. And, of course, I need new friends. So direct me into the possible direction that I could go. I love you all. I will talk to you soon.